We are halfway through 2025 and now it's a perfect time to wrap up some great automation games released this year. There have been a few fantastic titles and some really good new entries to the genre. I want to make this little series where I'm recapping the best strategy games that have released in 2025, and this is the second video. You can watch the previous one about base builders and I highly recommend it. Let's not drag it out and jump to the list. Let's start the list with an interesting title. A game I thought was gonna conquer June as one of the best reviewed games. It was on the list, it was good, but I guess it needs a bit more recognition. Our job is to, guess what, inspect and process parcels and packages, receive and sort deliveries, examine labels for mistakes, and automate to maximize warehouse efficiency. We're gonna use various items and systems to check the parcels. We'll weight them, for example, to see if everything is good, scan barcodes and so on. We'll also be able to automate these processes. We will use our beloved conveyor belts and make a web of advanced processing and detection machines. But that's not all. We have to somehow store everything, so our job will also be to categorize and store parcels by type and status, route their exports and design a complex storage and extraction system, also with automation using loaders and unloaders. We can also expand our warehouse, unlock new delivery bays, acquire various licenses, customize our warehouse and so on. There's more to this game, that's what I said. You need to discover it for yourself to see if this game fits your style. Next up is Automated Factory Puzzle, and even though it is still an automation game, it's vastly different from what we often experience in a game like this, because this one is actually more of a puzzle game that contains automation elements rather than an automation factory builder. This one challenges you on many levels and gives you a lot of tools to work around the problem. You can use conveyor belts, production machines, elevators or even pipes. You will work with various materials, even gases and liquids, and your job is to experiment with different strategies and finish a challenge. You will work with limited space, limited power, or a time limit, for example, so you have to let your creativity shine. This game is looking really solid and provides a lot of replayability due to the ability to experiment a lot with your structures and access to custom games. It is really an amazing title if you're looking for something not as hardcore as factory builders tend to be. Next up is Rise of Industry 2, a huge management and automation game in which we need to build a cutting-edge manufacturing powerhouse. There are 15 unique and exciting scenarios in campaign mode, each with a different challenge, and of course a sandbox mode where we can freely play, building our industrial empire purely on our terms. This is a game where we have to make strategic manufacturing decisions, optimize production chains, acquire technologies and expand our global business network with key contacts. Set up specialized complexes containing factories, power plants, industrial furnaces and farms. Establish utility networks to power our industries. We can also go big and start doing global contracts. We can start exporting our resources and import some we need. We will also build labs to research new technologies, maintain civic relations, and invest in our local town to keep the workers and their families happy. This game is huge, and I could talk and talk about what it has to offer, but there is just too much. This game is now, unfortunately, a mixed bunch of problems, and you can hear about some issues with stability and optimization, and on the other hand, about the bugs from the demo that are still present in the release. I've played the demo, and it was really good. Just be careful, this game has a lot of potential and I hope the problems will be fixed as soon as possible. Mini Settlers is a game that stands more on the city builder side, but come on, look at this. There is a lot of management, logistics and automation aspects to the game. You have to build a variety of buildings to supply cities. Simple? Yeah, don't be fooled. You also have to build roads or just a bunch of networks to make everything as optimal as possible, and it's quite challenging. This game is all about trying to supply cities and help them expand. Lots of fun in this one, really. A minimalistic game with a maximalistic soul. MoteMancer. This is an elemental automation game with a really interesting graphical style. This game is actually really good. It's like Factorio but with elements, and each has unique logistical tools you can use. You will infuse ingredients, craft alchemical structures, and unlock new tools thanks to experimentation, where every combination can discover something unexpected. You can even learn spells to move objects and so on. This game is wild, it looks good, and it is a really unique take on the factory building genre, to be honest. If you like hardcore automation and factory builders, or if you are looking for something that feels like Factorio, MoteMancer is your game to go. Block Factory stands more on the relaxing side as a creative factory builder in which you will design workflows to craft 3D figurines made from simple blocks. You will design your factory as you like, there is lots of creative freedom, you can stack, shape, cut, paint and even glue objects using specialized machines and watch as your creations evolve piece by piece as you unlock new technologies. There is also a creative mode where you can basically create the figurines you want block by block, then build production lines to bring them to life. This title may not be for many of you, but if you want to unwind, chill and just build some stuff, then Block Factory is a great pick, really. Microtopia is really a unique title, something like Empires of the Undergrowth, but automation style. This game lets you become the hive mind of a robot ant colony. You will use pheromone trails to create paths, automate production and optimize supply chains for your ants. Your job is simple: collect resources to grow stronger, produce food, feed your queen and expand your colony. Your workers are available resource, which you can upgrade into different species like flying ants that help discover new lands. This game presents a fascinating concept, so if you're looking for something similar to Empires of the Undergrowth, or want to enjoy some ant-driven factory builder, or you just like ants, then this one may be interesting. Next up is Prospector. This is an automation game but also an open world sandbox survival where we explore, collect resources, build an outpost and create automated processes. This game looks amazing. If you like pixel art, you won't be disappointed. But to the point, apart from creating an outpost and exploring the world, we will gather resources and scout areas by placing supply lines to provide oxygen for life support. Then use collected resources to create an outpost that will allow us to automate production. We will create lots of different items that we can then ship and sell, unlocking even more opportunities. This game is a lot of fun. I've sunk a few good hours already and I am not even close to the end game. I think the progression is in a strange place, to be honest. It can be really fast and really slow at the same time. It really depends on where you are in the game. Anyway, I can really recommend the game. It's hella fun. Modulus is something I stumbled across by an accident, and it immediately caught my attention. I think it is one of the most interesting games on the list, and it really looks like a piece of art. This is your typical automation game, but this time you can chill with it. Yes, there is no time limit, no challenges and no enemies. It's just you, your factory and your city. You have to create modules using automated processes, of course, and transport them to construct buildings. The more complex the building, the more modules it needs. The thing is, the modules you have to deliver are made by you, like from scratch. You can create anything you want and make a building out of it, color it and make it truly yours. This is a perfect opportunity to let your creativity shine and create really amazing structures. Try the demo, it's really good. And before we jump to spot number 1, I've prepared 5 additional games as honorable mentions. It is probably my favorite game from the genre this year. Outworld Station is a space automation game in which you, as the new station commander, have to exploit an alien solar system to gather resources and construct spaceships. There are really lots of things to do in this game. You can atomize asteroids, mine ore, deploy cloud miners to gather raw materials, create supply chains and automate processes, of course, while exploring numerous planets. You will construct ships like starships, civilian and military vessels, and so on. The further you go, the more complex the construction techniques they require and the more dangerous they become, even for you. You will also need to defend yourself from aliens, so be careful how you explore space, as you are not alone there. This game is so fun, especially if you're into space themes. And that's everything I prepared for you today. I hope you liked this video and found some great new games to play. Leave a comment and tell me which game from this list was your favorite, or if there is a game that wasn't on the list and you can recommend it, then feel free to drop it in the comments. Also leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date with fresh indie games and sale videos. Thank you all for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.